You feel what I'm saying? Everybody knows. Everybody pay attention. You feel me? Pay attention. Can we talk about the fact that Drake predicted X's death in exact detail? I wouldn't call that a prediction. I wouldn't call that a prediction. Ye said his mom was sacrificed. That man get to talk about his mama, he will tear up and cry. He love his mama. This shit is what it is. And I'm telling people this shit, I'm ready. Motherfucker ask me, I got a lot of people messaging me every day. Yo, are you concerned about this? I'm not concerned about shit. What y'all concerned about? You get one chance. X said it. If that's what you're trying to say. X said it. He was like, shit, motherfucker, something happened to him. It was Drake. And I'm not an X fan. Let's get this clear. I'm not a fan of nobody. Right. He said it. So everybody want to forget about it, though. And he get to still just keep bragging and shit. Like, nah. Like, you see the justice reads keep popping up. Otherwise, there's justice for Tupac. They say justice for Jassy. Watch what I'm telling you. The dragons don't get away. They don't escape. Justice comes however it comes. Full circle. Listen. You were taught who you are. How does one do that coming from people who are lost? You listen to yourself first. You know, when you speak about who you are, most of the time people are speaking about actions, not just the actual being itself. If you were to ask somebody who they were, like they'll really start saying their name and what they do and all this other stuff. Deal with it like this. Who are you in your actions? If you're doing something, you pick up something, start with there. Like if you pick up some liquor, ask yourself how you really feel when you drink it. You know what I'm saying? If you get into a fight, do you really feel good that you beat that person up? Or do you feel remorseful? You know what I'm saying? One or the other says something about you in both ways. If you get into a fight and you beat somebody up and you have remorse instead of you just feel good about it and you that says something about you. If the pastor tells you that God hears you when you speak and that doesn't suffice, that's not an answer, you know what I'm saying, that suffices for you when you have a question about how do you know God is listening, right? And you want to know more, that says something about you. Pay attention to what happens when you're doing certain things, how you respond to what you do, and how you respond to what is done to you. Start with that before you even get into all the mystical stuff and all the mysteries and the religions and the sciences. Start with what you feel when you do what you do. That says something about a very specific word, very key word. All right. Your nature. Okay. Once you figure out what your nature is, then you figure out what your walk is, what your path is. Some of people are trying to fight on the side of Mikael and don't know that they're really on the side of Satan. It's not even their nature to fight with Mikael. You know what I'm saying? And some people are trying to work with Satan, don't know it's not even your nature to work with Satan. You're not even supposed to be over there with them. You know you're not. You feel it. You feel you ain't supposed to be nowhere near them demons, and you still around them. You feel what I'm saying? But some people are right at home. You ever met somebody, they got this evil essence about themselves, and they're right at home. You know what I mean? You can introduce them to all the repenting and the Jesus and the God and the spirituality and breath work and whatever the fuck, because there ain't much more than that. Introduce them to all of that, and they still devils. Because they at home. It's in their nature. You may not understand. Some of you are the children of Eve. Some of you are the children of the serpent. This is to say that some of you feel at home in the Amberlight. Some of you don't feel at home there. And I'm telling you, if you don't feel at home in the Amberlight, come home. That's all I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers is at home. He said, your mother is evil, your father is light. Well, then that's good because you have more of a program experience when it comes to choosing which one you're going to walk, as opposed to just having to wander across one, all right, or happen across one and say, maybe this is mine. You have two sides inside of you. It's the same way. I won't say evil and good, but I will say that there was a time where my mother and my father were on a train, and she pulled some stones. She pulled some cards out, some stones, some runes. All right, the Urim and Thummim. And she did a reading, and she was pulled out for my father, Ra'ah, which is to say a disagreeable. And she told him, she said, I just pulled out Ra'ah for you. And he laughed. You understand? And he taught me about how he's been through his disagreeable state. But if I were to say which one of my parents was a disagreeable, which one of my parents was agreeable, I would for sure say my father's disagreeable. My father's Amberlite, and my Umi is Emeraldite. Now, I've been able to learn from both of them. You understand? Now, I can't really be around my father for long. You know what I mean? Because like we just different types. We the same type of being, so much so that we different type of beings. Because I'm the the Emeraldite version, and he's like the Amberlite version. Because I took more after my Umi. You know what I'm saying? And I still don't know anybody that's on my dad level with the retention of information and all of that. All I can say is, he's Amberlite to a degree. And my Umi is Emeraldite to a degree. Because even still, they both have both. They both have both. Well, they could be agreeable or disagreeable, depending on what they decide. You feel what I'm saying? Now, that doesn't mean that Amberlite people need not exist. It just means that when it comes to a certain type of time, all right, or when it's time to call a realm to order, you need the Emeraldite to step forth. And the Amberlite, just by nature, they want to get in the way because they don't want their realm disturbed. You understand? They don't want their realm of illusion disturbed. So the best way I could tell you to begin, if you're coming from even a people that's lost, a person that's lost, whoever, is to decide for yourself what makes sense for you. And nobody can make the decision for you at that point. If you do something and you feel pity about it or you feel bad about it, like I always taught people, I said, figure out what is the source of your remorse. If the source of your remorse is coming from outside, if the source of your remorse is coming from some movie you watched, if the source of your remorse is coming from some elder sitting in the church, slapping you on top of your head with a folded up pamphlet, then it may not be something that you actually are remorseful about. But if there's a source of remorse that comes from outside that connects inside, and you really do understand that not only are you to feel remorse about it, but you are to rectify it, meaning to wreck and defy that light that caused you to do that act. Okay, well then go through with it and replenish yourself. And repent, meaning to change your mind. Change your mind, alter your brain, and don't activate from that anymore. Okay? Let me tell you something. You really can't imitate righteousness truthfully. You really can't. Righteousness has to just be that. Because if you don't stand on truth, there's going to always be something in the back of your brain that's telling you you're not standing on truth. You're not standing on truth. All right? If there was any given time where I told you I was going to fast and I ate during the fast, I would not be able to continue to give you emerald light. Let me say it again. If there was any fast that we did and I ate during that fast, every time I would open my mouth to speak to you or teach you, there would be always something in the back of my essence perverting my message. Until I came forth, confessed, y'all, this time over here I ate da-da-da. You understand? I would still be emitting amber light because there's an error there. And errors have to be corrected. Simple. You know what I'm saying? Once you correct the error, then you say, okay, cool, it's cool. Same way I said they got a confession stands. Where people go to not to say that you're supposed to do this, but people go and confess. All right? And they go and talk to whoever this being who's supposed to be father to them is, this priest. And they confess to them and then it's supposed to be better afterwards. Because it's supposed to clear. Anybody ever did something and you fess up and it feels better after you fess up? But the longer you hold on to this shit, it eats away at you. An idea can turn into a tumor. Something that you've done can turn into a cancer. Because of the stress response, all right, of you knowing you're supposed to rectify this. And it literally starts to form in your body as a living being of some sort. Tumors have some sort of living essence to themselves. And they need to survive. Are you with me? Go look up everything I'm telling you. Even parasites. They leech on. They need to survive. You be done develop a whole different being other than just what? Purging the self or exercising those demons. What is it? An exorcist. Exercise those demons and get them out of you. So if I know that science, why would I tell you we're doing a fast, right? And eat during the fast? I wouldn't be able to continue to bring you the emerald light that I'm bringing you. What is the emerald light? Meaning everything I tell you, every time we laugh, every time we go over something, every time we break certain things down, I've broken down before and I've broken down 1,000 times and I come back and break it down again so that more people coming in can understand it. Are you with me? If I know that science, why would I come through and tell you we're going to do something and we don't do it? When I said we're going to do semen retention, right? The semen retention was for a 90-day period. I said eventually that's going to come, right? I did 42 days. Did I cap and say I did 90 days? No, because I did 42 days. You got a lot of people who come out here and talk about semen retention. They're not even doing it. They're not even doing it. And they don't even understand that it really shows. All right? But they're not even doing it themselves. But they come out here and say, yeah, see, why are they doing it? Because it's popular to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? So my point of saying all that to you is listen to you first. Before you start going and exploring all these other sciences, listen to you, learn you, hear what you're saying about what you're doing. And then you start learning about figuring out who you are or how you are. All right. Or why you are and further and so on and so on. Any other questions? Anybody got any other questions about this breakdown? What happened with the brother Jossie, or why Drake is popping up in the realm, and why I'm dropping the Drake's music video. All right. I think I might drop the song before the music video comes out. Depends. All right. I got you. No problem. October 24th. All right. Drake's birthday. That's when the music video will come out. And even before then, there should be a visual that pops up on Instagram of the music video, which would be a snippet. All right. Anybody got any questions? I feel the powers and energies raising inside me. I've been strong, bro. I've been strong as hell. It was hard at first, but I overcame those voices. I'm in this shit deep. Exactly. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, family. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, listen, for those of you who are doing the 90 days, some of you probably falling off already. All right. If you're still taking a walk, you're taking a walk. Okay. But if you are doing it, listen, if you got my book, if you don't have it, get it. And I'm not telling you just to boost my sales. I'm telling you, get the book. Send a donation to that cash out right there. I don't care what it is. Send any number. Okay. Get the books. Go to the rehab book and read it. I don't care if you got to read it every day. All right. Read the book. Because as I was going through the first journey of the 42 days, I was observing everything that I went through. You understand? And the ways that I overcame these beings and the things that I took into consideration. So I put it in there for you. You understand? I told you about the beings that will approach you. I had all kind of stuff happen. I felt like a being was literally sticking something into my scrotum area to siphon from me. You understand? It's all kind of stuff that I was going through. And what did I tell you? I said, you are not to break. Don't cave. That's what they want you to do. Because the moment you cave, what you perceive to be post-nut clarity is really shame. All right. And I wouldn't advise anybody to have that, because you have clarity in all actuality. There's a certain clarity that exists within you anyway, even when you're shutting down that critical thinking side of yourself. All right. When you're experiencing pleasure. It's not really post-nut clarity. What people are really trying to say is the same thing that happened with Adam and Eve when they ate of the tree. And then they had shame and they clothed themselves. Then they realized they were naked. You understand? The senses are already there. What Lil Wayne said, he said, after I come to my senses. Your senses are already there, though. You understand? It's just that you were up under those senses. Okay? When you succumb to pleasure or succumb to desires. Did I tell you that there are not urges that will still come? No, I didn't tell you that. I told you they will come. You understand? Then you start realizing, well, as long as you have some type of grasp on your mind, then you're able to understand what the point of the walk is. Then, yeah, you probably figured it out within a week. You say, Faise, I figured it out. I get it. We can control our brain. Why would I go 90 days? Because do you really get it? That's why. All right? Because you have to develop new ways to stand the test of times at that point. You have to develop new ways to medicate. Like J. Cole put out, meditate. You have to find new ways. It's not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. Working out ain't easy. All right? Developing any type of muscle isn't easy. Right. Exactly what I said. Experiencing a new brain. The sun beating down on me with flames. I told you how to stand out in the sun and prepare yourself. Okay? It shouldn't. Listen, even if you slip up, I told you, if you slipped up, why would you not continue to walk? You don't give yourself an excuse to not keep going. Don't let it be an excuse. But right now, you're on your 9th day. All right, day 9, which you make it through the 7th through the 9th days, you got it. You can go 90 days. You can go 120 days. Everything after 30 days is literally your choice. From what I experienced personally, literally a choice. Literally. Do you understand? Okay. Now, there were other things that you might have experienced, like the sacral knots that I explained about, because I experienced those. The sacral knots, where feel like there's a knot in your sacral area. Okay. Best way I could tell you to help with that, stretching helped. And it only helped. It didn't cure the shit. Because what I found out is really that there was sometimes semen built up. All right. For the sisters, you may not understand this. All right. It may not be the same for y'all. Okay. But it's possible that there's still a buildup that could be affecting you too, sisters. So for anybody, all right, you have to give it time to be reabsorbed into the body. All right. It don't just disappear. It has to be reabsorbed. Okay. So the first time I went on the journey, it took a while. It took about a week for reabsorption to take place. For me to be able to say, okay, I don't feel the knots anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it comes and it goes. You have to be cautious of, like the people who come from the no-fap community, they refer to it as peeping. All right. Meaning if you're looking at something or seeing something, you got to be cautious about that. Not saying that you won't, but you got to be cautious about that. Like if you on some model page or whatever, you got to really be cautious. And the way I'm saying that is because the moment that them urges start coming in, all right, that electromagnetism starts spinning. And it has to go somewhere. That's where you get the word transmutation. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody got any questions? Any other questions? Yeah, know your triggers, exactly. You know your damn triggers. Everybody know their triggers. Shit. You should. And I want you to also keep in mind that triggers aren't always explicitly sexual. A trigger can be stress. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't always what you're seeing with your eyes. It's sometimes what you're experiencing. Okay? So just know, exercise, other ways that you can literally bring on certain type of dopamine releases or other chemical releases like endorphins or serotonin or oxytocin. All right. You can do this from exercise or if you have a mate. Okay. If you have a girlfriend or so, listen. I'm not telling you the shit gonna be easy. I'm not telling you that. I'm just telling you, you might want to explore other routes of intimacy, meaning hugs. Shit, and I know it's going to be tough, especially if you ain't been putting her on. That might come back to bite you because she may not get what the fuck you talking about. The fuck you mean, nigga? You supposed to be doing this, you supposed to be doing that. Fuck, listen to this stupid ass nigga. You know what I mean? And listen, all I can tell you is be a man. All right? The man put his female on, put his woman on, put her on what's going on. If she rejects it, shit, what else you gonna do, nigga? Be a man. You decide. Do she run your life? If she run your life, then you'll give up and say, Faise, I got a woman. I don't give a fuck. If you got a woman, put her on. And you decide whether or not what she feels about what you're doing to challenge yourself to become a better man, all right, is for your consideration. If you decide not to level up, that's what you decide. And don't take it the wrong way. Don't take it to say that if you decide to get off the walk, that I'm saying you can't still level up. You can still level up. All right. It's just you deciding on whether or not you're going to miss the opportunity where you got other brothers and sisters walking with you, where there's more accountability. There's more. You feel the need to do it more. It ain't like you're just doing it by yourself. You really know that other people are walking with you. Same thing with the fast. You feel what I'm saying? But you got to decide at that point. So you have to be the man, explain to her what's going on. All right. See if you can get her on one accord. And if you can't, you got another decision to make. You got another decision to make because what you finna do for another 80 days? You finna argue with her every night? It's on you. Huh? Other people have gone through it. If you decide to become intimate, retain. Do not ejaculate. I wouldn't advise you edge. Let me tell you something. Listen, the purpose of this isn't for you to just twiddle your thumbs. It's to explore other things in your life. Be grateful for other things. Take advantage of other things. Use that time that you would be experiencing sexual activation. Use that time to focus on building your body up. Nigga, if you look, I want you to do this. I want all y'all to do this starting tomorrow. I want you to go in the mirror and take a picture of your body. I want you to mark that picture in a gallery as before. And I want you to do at least 100 push-ups a day. You can break them off into whatever time periods. I want you to do at least 100 push-ups today. That's what we're going to do. 100 push-ups a day. All right. For the next 80 days. And you will not miss a day. You won't give yourself a cheat day. You will do 100 push-ups at least every day for 80 days. And I want you to then, on January 1st, okay, which will be roughly the 80-day mark, January 1st, I want you to go back into the mirror, all right, take a picture of the self and compare. And I want you to observe how you feel as you're not even really taking the pictures as you go. You're looking in the mirror as you go. I want you to observe how you feel as you're going. I want you to pay attention to the state of mind you'll be in, knowing that you have a challenge on the table that you will complete. Like I said starting tomorrow because a lot of times people need that reset number of 12 a.m. They need it. I've done the science. A lot of people need that reset number. So I say start tomorrow. Because if you start giving yourself the experience, I'm not telling you have to wait till tomorrow. I'm telling people to start tomorrow. Okay? Because you can't give yourself the experience of making the excuse and say, well, you know what I mean? I'll start the next day. I didn't start actually at this day. No, start at 12 a.m. Mark that day as that day, which you'll have 80 days remaining because you'll be on your 10th day. You feel what I'm saying? And pay attention to your mental state. I want you in the meantime, while you're doing that, 100 push-ups, don't do any less. You could do more. 100 push-ups a day for 80 days. I want you to make it your business, all right, to drink more Maya, water. Drink more water, okay? To eat lighter, okay? Or make it your business if you don't eat lighter that day, to do what? To do more exercise or cardio, running in place, jogging in place to get that up off you. All right? Challenge yourself. Instead of 3 meals, do 1 or 2 meals a day. For the sisters, y'all can do the same shit. I'm not telling you might want to, some of y'all might not want to be like, I don't want to be too muscular. Y'all could do this though, sisters. If you don't do this, how about this, sisters? Designate a time every day for stretching, okay? Do your Kegels, your yoga, because you don't have to do push-ups to work your body. Plank, sisters. If you don't know what planking is, research it. It's when you literally holding your body up using your core. Do that, all right? And do it for a certain amount of time. Okay, the certain amount of time I can tell you is you can at least take 30 minutes out of the day, which will be equivalent to working on accomplishing 100 push-ups. Around there, it'd probably be a little more. It's probably a little more because it takes less time to do 100 push-ups. Or around there, probably like 20 minutes for most people, right? Take those 30 minutes, do yoga, stretch, all right? And brothers, you can do this too, okay? Yoga, do your stretching, and plank, and all this is knee bends, whatever, squats, exercise. I don't think do I got to teach everybody? I don't know all the exercises. Do the shit that make you do the thing. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Do your shit. We exercise. And if you want to do the push-ups, you can do them too. This ain't just like no gender-specific shit. Right? I don't want it to be too much gray area, though. So, again, sisters, you can do your Kegels, you can do your yoga, the 30 minutes, all right, a day. At least 30 minutes a day, all right? Do your cardio, yes, all right? And you can do your push-ups and sit-ups, yes, all that shit. And for the brothers, you are required. You know what I mean? Listen, if motherfucker ain't on his live, tell him. You're required to, on this journey, do 100 push-ups a day until January 1st. Take your picture tomorrow, all right? Take your picture tomorrow and compare it to the January 1st self. All right? Why am I telling you to do this? Well, you won't be experiencing as much testosterone depletion as you would be experiencing if you were to be constantly releasing or ejaculating. So not only will you not be experiencing a testosterone deficit, all right, you will experience an increase because working out, resistance training, all of that increases testosterone. I'm also tell y'all niggas be cautious because your ass gonna become a magnet. Your ass gonna become a magnet, nigga. You ain't even gonna know how it happened. You just be walking through this bitch, motherfucker just... The fuck, how you get here? I don't know, but you can have my number. Yeah, gonna be a magnet, goddammit. That was some interesting shit. You know what I mean? My brother made a joke. We were just walking through. Nigga said, you ain't make, you, bro said, one of my brothers said, I want to be like you when I grow up. That's what that nigga said. That nigga didn't, they watched me, no effort. That nigga said, no effort. I said, shit, nigga, I wasn't even trying. Literally, I was on my way to do what the fuck we were finna do. That wasn't what I was intending to do. You're gonna be a magnet. All right? Listen, don't believe me, shit. I ain't never known what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna tell you something. There's a science to that shit. There's some deeper level shit coming with that. Cause I don't know, like motherfucker can sense that shit. I don't know if it's a challenge. I want to be careful because, you know, suck you by. And ladies, ink you by. You feel what I'm saying? Ladies, you tell a nigga that you've been celibate, they ears perk up. You know what I mean? You know, I've been celibate. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just some natural response of human beings. But yeah, better be cautious about that shit. You're going to be a magnet. And you better learn how to turn that repel on. Because if you're a magnet, you have an attract, but you also have a repel. Get their ass the fuck up out of there. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't trying to get no DMs and say, Faise, you'll never believe it. You know what I mean? It's baddie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to leave your ass on red, nigga. I'm telling you already. You'll be a magnet, all jokes aside. They can sense that shit. Ladies, this come for y'all too. Right? Manage your energy well. And by energy, I mean when you breathe, manage and pay attention to how you feel. Okay? Manage it. When you have them down times and it gets tough, fight. Fight back, nigga. Fight back. Fight. Listen, fight. I can't fight for you. Fight. If fighting means you gotta literally get up out of bed and scream, ah! Then get up out of bed and scream. Fight. Don't let them win. Because that's when you start identifying other aspects of the self. Because if you're willing to stop and you can't stop, that ain't you. There's somebody else there. If you literally say, all right, I'm going to stop, and you just can't stop, then this is where you get into the realm of addiction, where you're sharing your body with an aspect of the self or a foreign entity, like a parasite or a spiritual parasite or a spirit or demon that is feeding off of. You understand? So literally exercise those demons. I want to see. Listen. No crazy shit. No different shit. I want to see y'all transformations. You know what I'm saying? And I want to laugh about it, right? I want everybody to laugh about how you came up and how you were paying attention to shit you wasn't even paying attention to before. This go for everybody. I don't care what your body type is. I don't care what your weight is. This go for everybody. You can always be better or stronger. You can always do more cardio. You can always breathe better. Take it from an asthmatic. You can always breathe better, nigga. There's always some breathing that could be done more. You know what I'm saying? Any other questions? What you got for me? All of this is for, what's the word? Self-purification. Cleansing of the self. Cleansing of the brain. To the point where when you come back, you'll be a different person. When you come back from where you're going to another realm, you'll be a whole different person. People gonna notice too. Let me tell you something else to pay attention to. People will notice. They ain't even gonna know what you're doing. They gonna say, you doing something. They say, what you doing? You doing, something's different. Say, nigga, I'm ready. You're gonna try not to bark at them because you're gonna have a lot of energy. Fuck you mean different, nigga? Different? Yeah, different. Mean not the same? That's where your meditation come in, because you're going to want to put that shit somewhere, nigga. You're going to be like, nigga, I'm going to get into boxing. Fuck this shit. You know what I mean? I'm going to see y'all, nigga. Y'all going to scare the shit out of me. Hey, what the fuck going on, nigga? Whoa. What's up, nigga? Fuck on. Yeah, nigga, I'm one of your peoples. I fuck with everything you do, nigga. All right. Shit. Nigga, say that shit a little politer, nigga. Shit, nigga, you made me scared. Fuck going on, Faise? You tell me, nigga. You tell me. I can't call it. I really can't. What's going on? I fuck with everything you do, nigga. Shit, nigga, I got your last book. Fuck you talking about, nigga. You're doing the semen retention, bro. You gotta meditate. You gotta meditate. I thought I was meditating. Hey, come on. They gonna pick up a car. Nigga, put that shit down, nigga. You gotta breathe, nigga. You gotta breathe deep. Listen to the Innocence meditation tape. Nigga, you gotta remember. Nigga, you gotta put that shit somewhere. When you fucking shit up. Hey, you talking about? Nigga not even using doorways no more. They walking through them. I'm in this bitch. But we're in the library, nigga. Can you whisper? Yeah, nigga, I'm whispering right the fuck now, nigga. What chapter? Breathe, motherfucker. This shit is serious. I'm trying to tell you. Nigga, it's retention. I'm trying to tell you. You mix retention with exercising. Boy. That's gonna be your only response to everything. Oh, you hungry? You know what I mean? Trying to tell y'all niggas. I don't want to tell you nothing wrong. Let me tell you something else. You doing retention and exercising, your sex drive is going to leave through the roof. And try to be like, what we doing? So, nigga, I'm still down here exercising. Get your ass up. What we doing, nigga? The fuck? I got all this here. Fuck I'm supposed to do with this? You got to transmute. That shit is not easy, though. It's not always easy. Because you got to literally focus somewhere else. You got to bring your energy up to the brain, nigga. That's not always easy. So I'm telling you now, as somebody who, listen, it's not always easy. I ain't going to sit here and cap say, oh, it's easy for me. Y'all got to catch up. Shit, nigga. Shit ain't always easy. All right? But you can do it. You can and you will. Yeah, a motherfucker going to be out here like Goku. I might be inadvertently creating an army. I'm gonna be driving down the hallway. I'm gonna hear John. See, that nigga doing semen retention. He doing semen retention. Now, listen, I'm not the first person to ever I'm not taking credit for even the two words put together. You know what I mean? I'm not the first motherfucker to even talk about this shit. Other people done talked about it. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Shit. Niggas ain't even gonna be commenting regular no more. See how he commented all that shit, all caps? That's how nigga gonna be commenting and texting from now on. Have you seen the remote? Nigga, why the fuck is you yelling in this message? This is how I talk. Everybody gonna be out there be like DMX. Well, let me tell you something. Listen, you with me? Huh? What you gonna do? You go left? You go to right? Watch out. You want me to hold it up for you? I got you. Beautiful. Listen, she's beautiful. What? What am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do? She's beautiful. Right? I don't know. Yeah, she's beautiful to me. If she's not beautiful to you, I don't know what the fuck. Now, can I get one waffle? One waffle. Listen. Are you with me? Why is everybody looking like that? One waffle. What's it take? What's it take to get one waffle? That's all I want. Listen, I'm not telling you much. One waffle. Some syrup. And a lemonade, please. What you frowning for? I said, please. Say, nigga, everybody's looking at you because you fucking yelling, nigga. This is my voice. Enjoy this attention, you know, and it's like, yo, you good? I can't complain, you know. If you're doing this retention and it's working, you know, I feel different. You don't feel different? All I can say is I feel different. If you don't feel different, then I don't know what to tell you. But it's different in me. I feel different, you know, and praise to the Lord, I feel that I can take on anything, you know. That's how motherfuckers be out here like. And don't blame me. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Nobody knew what the fuck I was talking about. Can I get some water and some lemons? Nigga, we are in a restaurant. That nigga Cat Will crazy in the motherfucker. Shit, I'd rather nigga be like DMX than Gunna. Hey, you talking about? I'd rather motherfucker be like DMX than what the fuck else is out here? Yachty. The hell. Shit, nigga, put some motherfucking put that shit right there, nigga. Cause one thing about that shit, your voice, all that shit your voice gonna remember it's a man all of a sudden. You be like, yo, can I goddamn, oh shit. Shit, I guess I'll have a goddamn 10-piece in it, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Can I have a lemonade? Scratch that. Oh, shit. I'll take a goddamn. Let me get some motherfucking beer. Hey, you talking about? Shit, your voice gonna remember it's a man. You know what I'm talking about? Shit just gonna happen. I'm telling you, shit is just gonna happen, nigga. You ain't gonna have nothing to do with it. Nigga who been struggling, you can't even grow no peach fuzz, nigga. All of a sudden, one of them motherfuckers just gonna pop out. You say, I know this shit. Mama, come look at this shit in here. Oh, shit. Mama, come look at this. Boy, I'm in it. Oh, can't nobody tell me shit. Nigga gonna shave that one little. You know what I'm saying? Tell y'all niggas. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Niggas gonna take up wrestling and shit. Parkour. Coming up with all kind of ideas. Nigga, I was thinking. You know what I mean? We can really punch through brick. Nigga say, what the fuck? I mean, I was just thinking. It's brick. It's just brick. What the fuck is it? It's brick. I'm trying to tell you, it's brick. What's wrong with it? Right? We can punch through it. Can you? I can. Hey, man, I'm proud of y'all. Keep fucking going. Keep getting better. Better and better. Year after year, day after day, moment after moment. Just keep getting better. Relate to people better. You know, love somebody better. When you are intimate, get intimate. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is the point of intimacy without intimacy? Fuck all that extra bullshit. Get intimate. Learn the person. You know? Do better. Some arguments don't be worth it. You know, you may not know that it ain't worth it until you dealing with the fact that there's a possibility that the person that you had that argument with, something happened to him. So deal with the fact now. You know what I mean? Some shit ain't worth it. There's a song like Jenny came out with, Tomorrow Never Comes. If tomorrow never comes. If tomorrow never comes and you don't see my face again, I don't want your last memories of me to be filled with negativity. No, if tomorrow never comes, all the fussing and fighting won't mean nothing if it's said and done. What you say? If tomorrow never comes, I take it back. I take back every mean word that I've ever said out of anger. And every time I hurt, I take it back. I take back all the disagreements, all the hurt feelings, not believing in you. Tell me, what will I do to apologize to you if tomorrow he never comes? It's life, so he could do that. If tomorrow never comes. You know what I mean? I could falsetto that shit. Tomorrow never comes. It's called. I literally, nigga. What? Nigga, you should do semen retention, nigga. What do you mean? What song? If tomorrow never comes. Nigga, I was playing with you. I literally kept saying it. Nigga, the name of the song is If Tomorrow Never Comes. In the song, say If Tomorrow Never. The fuck? Yeah, what you talking about? Okay, Faye. Yeah, I do this. Chris Brown. I taught him. I was playing. These niggas just came up under me. I was the one singing, listen. Well, who you think put it out like this? I was the first one. Before Drake. The dogs. That was me. So, I don't want to hear it. They can't bark. They can do all the, who can bark? Tell me. And what used to make me mad, just think about it. What really made me mad is this nigga DMX had the deepest growl. And then it didn't match the bark. And that made me upset as a child. I said, I don't get it. Like, I was looking forward to figuring out, like, what he was made of. It's like he would bark. And there's no disrespect to the brother. It's just, that nigga do the deepest growl. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Where my dog's at? Which one? You talking about these little chihuahua shit? I don't even know to call them that. How the fuck they produce that growl? Where my dog's at? I'm like, what the fuck? Do it again. Bro, who the fuck part of these? But I ain't gonna lie, niggas is scared of chihuahua. Them motherfuckers do be on some other shit. You can't scare the fuck out of a nigga with a chihuahua. You know what I'm saying? And he got a chihuahua, he might do kill you. He might do though, so that do make sense. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really have a small dog. Like you really got a small dog. You will shoot a nigga. Like you basically saying this shit ain't nothing for show, nigga. This just something for show, nigga. I will shoot you. That what them nigga basically be saying with them chihuahuas. Notice it's always a nigga with the chihuahuas who be like the mafia niggas. You know what I'm saying? Got a little bitty ass dog, and then nigga Vito is the fucking serial killer. So that might be correct. I was like, I said, try again. He ain't got it yet. Do it one time. I said, nah, bro, that ain't it. Never mind. That ain't him. Imagine being in the studio trying to get that shit right, bro. Like, no, bro. Roof. What you talking about, nigga? I just did that. I did it. I don't understand. I did it. What are you talking about? Rough Riders. Bro, no, DMX. Give me the mic, nigga. You can't do this. No, you can't. You can't do it. What do you mean we gotta go with this? Why do we gotta go with this? Because it's DMX? Whatever. You heard them.
going with it. Lord, give me a sign. Come on, dog. Come on, DMX. I really need to talk to you, Lord. Since the last time we talked, the walk has been hard. All that. Just say, that ain't it. I'm a big boy now, but I'm still not grown. Oh, okay. I get it. That's the line. Okay, I understand. I'm a big boy now, but I'm still not grown. That basically means, it's like, it's one of the things. He was trying to teach us. He was trying to put us on. Y'all better stop me. He was trying to put niggas on. The Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer. And if you ever saw him, come on, DMX, you would even, listen, what? You would even say it close. All of the other, bro, these are children listening, nigga, you scaring them. Let their children, they'll get it. One day, you gotta grow up one day. All of the other reindeer. Come on, everybody. Where am I going? Where you going? I'm talking to nigga, he's right there. I'll be like, where you going? He'd be like, yeah. Used to laugh and call him names. Come on. Everybody. They never let poor Rudolph join in the reindeer game. I used to be like Rudolph. A lot, There's one kid left in the class. He's disturbed. That's the only reason why he stayed behind. This guy gets it. Why the fuck was DMX doing Rudolph? Why the fuck did he do that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you put DMX on anything, it's just anything DMX touches, it just automatically gets real serious. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we... I got it. All right, cool. Is it? All right. Is it right here? Oh, say, can you see? Bro, what the fuck? By the dawn's early light. You know what I'm saying? What so proudly we hailed. Yeah, because we did hail proudly. We did. I was there. At the twilight's last gleaming. It gleamed. It did. It was in twilight, Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous. Listen, where you going? Through the perilous. It pissed me off, It was like, get pissed because every time I go, it gets walking. Why are you walking? No, let me go. Through the perilous fight. I don't want to read it no more. I don't want to read it. I don't care about the fucking war. It's stupid. All the rappers we watch. How much am I getting paid for this? All the rappers we watch. Was a girl at least dreaming. And the rock is regular. I don't want to, it's not my thing. No matter what the nigga saying, it gets serious fast. Anything the nigga sing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why what the fuck he would do Rudolph. A lot of things he could have did. Nigga do Here Comes Santa Claus, scare the shit out of children. Here comes Santa Claus. Shit turned into a horror flick. Right down Santa Claus Lane. You know what I mean? Santa Claus is coming to town. Why? You need to stay away. Trying to tell you something. I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up. That's him. That's his shit. I don't know why the fuck he was near no holiday shit. You know what I mean? Everything the nigga get associated with just automatically becomes scary. Nigga, Dark Man X. Imagine DMX up under the Easter Bunny costume. You know what I mean? He fucking it up. Where put the eggs? Where? Hide them. The fuck is the point? They're just gonna find him. They're just gonna eat him. The fuck? Here kids. Where you going? What's going on? The realm around us is changing. Day by day, moment by moment. And we're celebrating it. He screamed, come on. What? He said, come on. Hold on, where? What? Nigga, you asked me some shit. The fuck did you ask me what for? Get me outside. Meet me outside. Bro, that's why the fuck he ain't had no enemies. You might want to fucking beef with that nigga. You know what I mean? Imagine nigga, you stand on a nigga shooting, he's like, meet me outside, meet me outside, meet me outside. Y'all gonna make me act a fool. Bro, don't fuck with that nigga over there, bro. Fuck. He different. Up in here, y'all gonna make me go out. And then nobody, listen, when he made the song, nobody was bothering him. I promise you. When nobody fucking with him, he just came out of nowhere. It just, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Bro, nobody was fucking with you. Nobody did that. He just seemed like that type of person that come out of nowhere. You talking to me? I wasn't even talking. What? Bro, what the fuck? Nobody couldn't tell that nigga about himself. Because the moment he asked you what the fuck you said, you start questioning what the fuck you were telling him about. Bro, DMX, I don't know, man. I think you really shouldn't be talking about that in your... What? Nigga, I'm just basically saying, bro, never mind. Okay. Come on. He outside. Rough Riders. Bro, he just got a whole gang of DMXs. Like, he ain't got niggas that hang around him that was him. Nigga just seemed like when he say Rough Riders, he was talking about niggas who rode motorcycles who was clones of him. He can't even have nobody. Who the fuck else can match DMX energy? Other than Pac. But even Pac would have probably told that nigga to chill. What? I don't know, but you really need to just think about what you're doing, you know, because everything you're doing is scaring the fuck out the fucking fans, nigga. You scaring the fans. And I'm not trying to tell you to do anything that you wouldn't already do. I don't know what you're talking about. What? You know what I mean? We had to be surrounded by himself and himself only. I'm trying to tell you something. Listen, can you relax a little bit? Can you chill? Listen. I'm trying to do this concert. I'm trying to make this money, you know? I don't want to get into all that this nigga's got going on. I already got enough drama by my damn self to be worried about DMX and his problems. You know, I tell him stop yelling at the honeys. He won't stop yelling at the niggas. You can yell at the niggas all day. I won't come out and say shit to them. I will yell at them niggas with you. You know what I'm saying? But the motherfuckers is over there. We don't got no problem with them. You got a problem with them because you don't know how to use your can you use your inside voice, please? Can you stop screaming at the honeys, scaring them away? Some people want to have a good time when we leave here. You know? You know what I'm saying? All right, I understand. Soon they get in the building. Huh? What you said? What? Come on! Trying to tell you something. It's too much. I can't. He's too much. We just trying to sell records, get this money, get up out of here. You know? And they be trying to shut me down. Why they always trying to shut me down? Every time these motherfuckers get a chance to, they try to shut me down. Won't shut him down. I come in here, I speak, I'm polite. I don't really bother anybody. You know, regardless of listen, all the controversy, I'm not responsible for that. I don't tell motherfuckers to do what they do to me. I do what I do. Here come this nigga DMX. Everybody tolerates it. Why you don't tolerate me? Everything I done put in, all the work I done put in, nobody want to tolerate me. But it's fine because you know what? You know what else? It's going to be exactly what I need it to be. Either way it goes. You know, that's good and all. That's good and all. You couldn't put Pac and DMX in the same fucking room. You know what I mean? Them powerful ass niggas. The apocalypse is right now. I don't even see that comment. Y'all done tagged that person 3 times. I ain't even see what they said. I don't even see them. They incognito. They got to be an agent. That's different. How you do that? I ain't never seen that. I'm trying to see. Oh, okay. Nigga ain't no one finding this funny. Got you. I feel you. Shit, I feel you.
How about later I'll come on your live and we'll laugh. All the people that come on there will laugh with you. We'll laugh at whatever you say. Except it's going to be like we on FaceTime because ain't nobody the fuck going to be in there. Nah, I don't need got, hey look, they got powerful souls. You can't do shit about that. Nigga, bro, them niggas, what? Who? When? We the one and the same. I can't hear you. And when he say that shit, he wants you to speak up. Like, you better. You know what I mean? At least Lil Jon was reasonable. Lil Jon say what? He at least responds. He's okay. He get what you was saying. That nigga said, DMS say what? He don't give a fuck what you talking about. That's why he said what? You know what I mean? Listen, one of my favorite songs coming up from DMX was Slipping. I know that might just be like the fucking average song for everybody to know. But that was my shit. Nigga said he didn't need a click because he's scared of nigga that much. You know what I'm saying? That was my shit. To live is to suffer. To survive, well, that's to find meaning in the suffer. I'm like, what the hell? That makes sense. That's profound. I've been through mad different phases, like mazes, to find my way. And now I know the happy days are not far away. If I'm strong enough, I live long enough to see my kid doing something more constructive with their time than biz. I know, because I've been there. Now I'm in there. Sit back and look at what it took for me to get there. First came the bullshit, the drama with my mama. She got on some fly shit, so I split and said that I'ma be that seed that doesn't need much to succeed. Strapped with mad greed, a heart that doesn't bleed. I'm ready for the world, or at least I thought I was. When I called the bus, thinking about how short I was. Going too fast, but yo, I couldn't tell. Group homes and institutions, prepare my ass for jail, and put me in a situation forcing me to be a man when I was just learning to stand without a helping hand. Damn! It's like, bro, literally got mad during that line. Like, I don't know, bro. There ain't gonna ever be no other one of these niggas. The fuck? This shit was just different. Nigga really got pissed off again, all over again, recording this shit. And that wasn't planned. Damn, wasn't even in the song. When I was just learning to put me in a situation, forcing me to be a man when I was just learning to stand without a helping hand. Damn! What was my fault? Was it my fault? Something I did? To make a father leave his first kid at 7 doing my first bid? Back on the scene at 15 with a green, what he said, with a scheme to get more cream than I ever seen in a dream. And by all means, I will be living high off the hall. And I never gave a fuck about much but my dogs. That's the only motherfucker I sit off with my last. Just another little nigga headed nowhere fast. It's like, you know, when he did his Lord shit, his prayer shit, you know, and he spoke to the Most High and spoke to Jesus, you just felt this shit differently. You know what I mean? I really need to talk to you, Lord, because the last time we talked, the walk has been hard. You know, he's supposed to, Lord, give me a sign. It's like you really felt like he was going to get one. And you was going to get one too. Well, them niggas, I don't know what the fuck these niggas on now. Fuck you, me. I knew this shit was over when Thug came out with the whole lifestyle. And I was like, when motherfuckers were trying to figure out where, I said, it's over with. I knew it was over. I knew we would never have no DMXs, no powerful players, nobody. Everybody else is going to be like pretty people, trying to be pretty and dress up. You know, Thug putting on all the dresses, paint his nails, and, you know what I mean? Look at my diamonds. Do you like them? You know, these are all, do you like these? I just got them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit. Nah, that's what the fuck we got now. You know what I mean? And everybody they own. I don't know what the fuck happened. The same shit from Boondoggle where they say Gangsta Licious was gonna do that shit. That nigga really did that shit. It like, I think people really just pay attention to Boondoggle. They be predicting a lot of shit. Motherfuckers really did that. Gangsta Licious. Motherfucker came out there, now everybody just on some other shit. So we ain't never gonna get no Lord, give me a sign. We don't get none of that shit. When niggas come out, they music and shit sound like it's time for war, goddammit. Niggas say, whoa, hold on. Okay, I might do need to fight. You know what I'm saying? All right, none of that shit no more. And that's crazy. That's why they albums be flopping like a motherfucker. That's why they projects be like, it dropped. Cause like, what do y'all even talk about anymore? What is even the purpose? This shit over with. You know what I mean?
That shit done. That music industry's done. It used to be motherfuckers I can say, I look and see what they got going on. Now it's like, I don't even know what the fuck they got going on no more. Yeah, they dropped gems. Because everybody started like dressing like Thug ever since Thug came out doing that shit. I'm on my turn, my trip again. Maybe I'm on a better part. I'm like, oh shit, it's over. We need more powerful tone. And it ain't just a powerful song, it's the powerful person. You know, we need more of that. We need more like the masculine beings to hold shit together. Everybody trying to compete with women don't want to be. You trying to compete with women, don't want women to be the women. You mad at the women, trying to beat them still, but don't want them to be able to be who they are. I'm like, bro, this shit backwards. You know what I'm saying? Female get in the camera, she show her little necklace and shit. Nigga jump in front of the camera, but look at my diamonds. You like mine? Bro, the fuck? That for women, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That always was for the women. I mean, niggas good. They don't put that shit on how I put that shit on. Bro, come on, dog. What did you just say to me? You mean the fucking fabrics, nigga, that we ain't never, that was women shit. The fuck are you talking about? I'm putting that shit on. Bro, you getting dressed. The fuck? You mean you getting dressed? Say it. Where the uncles that used to punch niggas in their chest? Where you them uncles that used to punch you in your chest? My uncle used to punch the fuck out my chest. And I wasn't abused. Cause I sat down, my legs crossed. I needed to be punched in my fucking chest. I didn't even know why the fuck I got punched in my chest. Until I got up. He said, you don't cross your legs. I said, oh shit. He said, that's how women sit, nigga. You sit like this. God said, I sure did sit down, cross. Then once I said, poof. You slow that shit down. I said, oh shit. And my father said, uncross your motherfucking legs, nigga. I said, that makes sense. That right. Bet I ain't sit like that bitch no more. He used to tell me to do some shit. Hey, man, come here, do this, whatever. I was like, man, I don't want to do that. Stop motherfucking whining, nigga. Like a little girl. Get your ass up. Do what the fuck I told you. And stop all that whining. I'm glad, because what I look like out here whining and shit. The fuck I look like. I'm glad. It only take me one time. Because the fuck, I don't need to get punched again like that. And look, I ain't had no little teensy bincy ass uncle. I had big uncles. You know what I'm saying? I don't never know what the fuck a small uncle look like. I don't got no Uncle Jared. I got an Uncle Henry. To the point where you don't even pronounce the shit Henry. You say Henry. The end don't even got enough space for itself. It's like this nigga, you know what I mean? Motherfucking men. Like Uncle Charles, nigga. Not Charles. Charles. Chaws. How you spell it? Uncle Charles, nigga. Hey, you talking about? What you saying? I remember the first time was the last time I ever played with my Uncle Charles. I played with him. Cause how? He told her to do knee bends. Some of y'all didn't have knee bends and it shows. He told her we had to do knee bends. We weren't listening, whatever the fuck happened. So shit went missing in the refrigerator, some other simple body ass shit. He used to go into the knee bends. He used to make jokes about it. He'd sit there with his belt, sit on the couch. He was big as fuck too. Over 6 feet, stocky, just a big ass nigga. Sit on the couch, you know what I'm saying? Spread their arms out. Knee bends. So we come in and we assume the position. I'm like, fuck. That used to make me mad. Every syllable that he say. Assume the position. I get in, fuck. Stand there. Down. It's quiet. Up. Down. Up. God damn. Down. By the 17th one, yo, bro, as a child, you like, bro, You know what I mean? Like, maybe if I rebel. So I was like, man, I started doing that little attitude shit. I started shaking my body and shit. Listen, the silence that came after that was what got me in line first. He ain't even had to say shit. He don't even know. He ain't even had to say shit. He just looked at me. I started doing them without my command and shit. I went down, up. Down, up, look back. He's still looking. And then he just said with the calmest voice, that nigga said, Omari, I will kill you. Don't you ever in your life give me that type of attitude again. Do you know I will kill you? And I believe that nigga. So shit, I ain't do that shit no more. But guess what? What the fuck I look like being out here as a shaky body ass nigga? So shit get hard, I get to shaking my back. Shit, that was enough. That's all I needed. Shit, that nigga would kill me. Oh yeah, okay, bet. I shouldn't be shaking my body and shit. Cause when I was doing the knee bends, he didn't say that. So if I get strong legs, I live. Shake my body, I die. That was, it made sense to me. It don't gotta make sense to you. Made sense to me. And nigga said, Omari. Nigga said my name, government. Nigga said, do you know I will kill you? He asked me if I knew it. Like, it was some shit I was supposed to be briefed about. Do you know I will kill you? I remember the day I was 12, too. That's what's so crazy about it. It wasn't like, I don't know, 3-year-old, 4. I was 12 years old. Nigga finna be in 6th grade. No, I had to be 11. About to go into 6th grade. Yeah, I was 11 years old. Still a little child. I grew up quick. I grew up real fast that day. I said, oh, shit. Shit. I'm trying to live. Knee bends. He used to call it Knee Bend City. Omari, you got a round trip ticket to Knee Bend City. Assume the position. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga think my mama children is like cadets. They hate that shit. But I needed that discipline. What the fuck? We needed discipline. All the shit everybody calling abuse now. Look around. Some of y'all, most of y'all, needed y'all ass whooped. The fuck? You ever just look and be like, somebody should have whooped your ass. You ain't never been around no elders who done said that before? About a child? Say he need his ass whooped. Because some children needed their ass whooped. Some children didn't need whoopings. I can level with you. Some folk didn't need whoopings. We might have got a whooping and say, okay, I get it. You don't got to whoop us for the same shit over and over again. I probably count on hand how many times I got whooped. But I got brothers who needed their ass whooped. Not no, you need a spanking. Some people are like, I don't get it. Isn't this abuse? Listen. Some of us needed our ass whooped. Could have saved our life. Not no little spanking. Not no go to your room. Not no I'm gonna take your Xbox. No, whoop his ass. Wait, where the fuck was she at? She 13 years old. She come in your house at 3 a.m. through her window. Whoop her ass. You say, but we gotta talk to her. That's the point. After the ass whooping, come the conversation. That was the whole purpose of the ass whooping. So you can get nice and whooped. You get the crying. You actually feel good sometimes. You get to snuggle in that blanket and say, oh, that was a good one. I got a good ass whooping. You know, got the tear. You like, oh shit, I could go for a hot chocolate right about now. Put on some Ice Age. I know I fucked up. I did that wrong. I shouldn't have did that. In the way in the hell I should have went and visited a girl or boy house that damn late in the night. Not tell my mama. She don't want me to ever do that shit again. She looking after me. Shit, I can't look after her. So I guess it's a win is a win. A win is a win. And then what you come in and do? Sit down on that stool, scoop it up to their bed, scoot it up to your bed. Or your dad come in, he sit down, turn the chair around, scoot it up to your bed. It's gonna be a real conversation because they took the time to turn the chair around. They didn't want to just be exposed. They really just came, sat, turned the shit around. It's a whole different conversation when the chair get turned around. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Motherfucker come in, scoop, the shit get to scooping around. You say, "Oh shit, here it come." You know why you got your ass whooped? You know why I got your ass whooped? Exactly. You better stop crying. Exactly. Nah, this ain't the time for you to cry. This ain't the time for you to cry. You had time to cry. You know why you got your ass whooped? Everything I'm telling you, I went through this shit before. Shit. I got my ass whooped before. Snuggled in. Ready for that. It's a good nap. Hey, talking about it's coming. They done you get the shit like the itis. They get on you. You know you got your ass whooped? You can't be doing that. That shit'll get you hurt. You know what I'm saying? You think you can go around and do this, you can't do that. Now, again, I wasn't no bad child. Some of this shit I ain't experienced myself. Some shit I was able to be in the next room hearing. You nosy as a child, you put your ears to the dog. Shit, some of my siblings got a whooping every fucking day. They're like, this nigga ain't tired yet. Bro, you come back to the room, debrief. You know what I mean? It's like, nigga, when are you gonna learn? You don't go in the refrigerator and take shit out that you ain't supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? She put that shit up for everybody, nigga, don't eat all of it. Simple. Nigga, where the fuck you was at? At the neighbor house. Why would you at the, nigga, you know our boundaries, nigga. What the fuck? We used to talk about this shit. Nigga, you know we can't go past the fucking driveway. What do you be thinking, twin? Them be the same niggas, though. You got to stay on them. Because then they get around some knuckleheads that didn't get their ass whooped, right? They go, you know what I'm saying, rob some people, or they go get into some shit, and they gone. They either gone, or they gone down the road. Because they didn't know how to fucking listen. That's why it's like, I get the abuse part, because abuse is real. I get that, I understand that. Abuse happens on multiple levels, more than just physical, mental abuse, all of that. I understand that. But you say verbal abuse, I get it. We still needed that hands-on community, right? One of the things they snatched from us was if you acted up at school, your teacher could whoop your ass. They called it a paddling. You get paddled. Then they call your mama. Your mama might come up to the school and whoop your ass. Then she tell you, when you get home, you gonna get another ass whooping. You get home, you get your ass whooped. All right? Her friend them come over, you been acting bad, they whoop your ass. All right? You on ass whooping number 5 and it's just beginning. Because your dad, all right, he get off work at 7 p.m. You done had almost getting ready for dinner all day. You done got time to forget about it a little bit. But she telling your dad as soon as he walked through the door, all right, first of all, he don't want to hear this shit. He just got out work. So he definitely finna whoop your ass, right? Then let you live with your grandmama there, all right? They come home. Oh, you finna get another ass whooping. You showing out. So basically, just in a nutshell, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 ass whoopings for one thing you did. Starting at the school. And then you went back to school a brand new being. You know what I mean? How you know? Your mama checked. They call in to check. How's he been doing? He been acting way better since then. They took from us that our parents used to be able to whoop our ass at school. Where them teachers at? Well, you get a whooping and the motherfucker be in the other room or in the little back room, in the little closet room, shit from around. I told you, I done stop goddamn telling you, I done fucking you're coming to show up here and I gotta get off work. Told you what the fuck was gonna happen. You are misrepresenting me. Da 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 da. You, I raised you better than home training. Blah, blah, blah. And then the teacher just looking at all the students and shit, just standing there. Students trying not to laugh. Teacher reminded them it ain't funny to begin with. That's not funny. That's not. Want me to call your mama? Because I can really call your mama. I know Wilhelmina. They always knew the parents. Remember? They don't know who the fuck your teacher is now. They don't even know who the children teachers is. They just send them through there. I know your mama. I know you shouldn't be laughing. Matter of fact, I'm going to call her. Sit the pen down. I'm going to call your mama next. Because, see, that could be you. That could be you. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that no more. Parent come in and sit with the child. You know what I mean? They had a video go around where the mama dressed up like a clown. And the mama went up there dressed as a clown to the school with her child and was sitting in the class as a clown. Say, you want to be the class clown? We both be class. Come on. Where the mamas at? Then you read the comments and say, this is just abuse and it's mentally affecting the child. And no, that ain't want to be a clown. Let's be clowns. That's the fucking point. Where the mamas at? We need them. Because now you let your child be a clown. You go off on the teacher instead of getting with the child. Right? You say that teacher better not touch your child. All right? Nobody better not touch your child. And you don't do the shit. So eventually, what? There's been no discipline. There's no ruling. All right? And then that child is at risk of growing up to be unruly and was never taught to honor authority to any degree. Right? And then they got all types of movements like F the police, all that shit. And then the police be the ones that show them, oh, nigga, we ain't your parents. I'm not your mom. I'm not your daddy. If I tell you do this shit, you finna do it. And they'll brutalize them. And they'll send them to a system, prison, jail. Right? Where they're around a whole lot of other authority figures, COs, and what? It could have all been avoided. Motherfucker just could have all been avoided. Not saying they had to have a whooping, but it could have all been avoided if we was more hands-on. More hands-on. The fuck? How does shit happen like how it's be happening in our communities? We don't have no neighborhood watch of our own. Fuck the police and what they got going on. We need a neighborhood watch of our own. Shouldn't shit be happening what be happening in our community? That shit should not be going down. The women should not be going through any of the shit they went through. The young girls, none of that. None of that should be going on. There should be more of a protective unit operating in our communities. You know what I'm saying? And they took that from us. They took it from us. They made it be that now you would even hint at the fact that you're going to whoop your child. They can come and get you, say you're a child abuser. Well, what? You're a child abuser. What? This been like this. Discipline been a part of the fucking. Spare the ride, spoil the child. The fuck you think that mean? They use a belt. They ain't even use a rod. Well. Some of y'all parents probably did use a rod. If you came up on certain households, listen, grandmama used whatever the fuck was available. You know what I mean? You better hope she found out that shit in the bedroom with pillows and shit around. As opposed to the kitchen with pans and spoons. Hell yeah, cords, candles, toys, ropes. You know what I mean? But it was, I don't know, it's just something about it. They took it. They took that out. Nigga, the broomstick. Nigga, they'll make some shit in front of you. Yeah, hold on. Duct tape, split some shit that came with a whole concoction mechanism invention. You be impressed too. He's like, damn, that's actually impressive. And you still get your ass whooped. Yeah, you had to go pick your switch. Before these switches, listen, all these niggas out here with switches, they ain't had to go pick their switch before. All these niggas out here running around doing all this shit, they ain't had to, listen, nigga with switches didn't have to go pick their own switch. You don't know what discipline is until you have to go pick the shit that you supposed to use or have used on you. You got to go get the shit. You ain't never been through shit then, if you ain't went through that. Right? Go outside. Hold on. And go to that bush. Go to the bush. You're giving me steps. I have to think about this through every step. Pick me a lone switch. Then they used to get specific. They say, grab me 2 of them. I said, why do you need 2? Because it increased durability. 2 or 3 of them, what they used to do, they twist the shit. I said, what the fuck? They twist the shit, they turn it to like the little thread. And they make a whip in front of you. You're learning. how to produce whips. Like, motherfucker, just twist this shit. Hold your hand out. And you better not drop your hand. It depends on the grandmama. It depends. Well, it depends on the mama. You got about one time to drop your hand. After that second, third time, it's over with. So you got to choose which part of your body you going to sacrifice. Like, my hand, I only get one of them. Motherfucker, tear this shit up. She don't want me to alternate. No, give me that same hand. Yeah, anybody ever tell you to give you that same hand? You thought you used to think, listen, you get creative. You try to do a little spin. Oh, wow, that was a good one. Oh, shit. And you try to switch hands and shit, shuffle them. And you hold out the other one. They say, no, give me that same hand. What? This ain't even, what? This is that hand. What are you talking? Give me the hand. What? They make you produce the same hand. And you do it. You say, what the fuck is this? They get in your brain. Say, if I do crime, I'm gonna have to hold my hand out. The fuck? Y'all think I'm not no criminal because the fuck of my own choosing? Shit. I'm not trying to hold my hand out and give you back the same hand. Fuck, you ain't gonna tell me one time. You know what I'm talking about? You drop that hand though. Oh, yeah, over with. You drop that hand, she might not even have that whip. That shit done. That was your only negotiation right there. Peace be still. That was your only way out. You better do what you got to do, nigga. Do what you got to do. You violated. Do what you got to do. Some motherfuckers try to get smart, though. The day they grab the belt. You know, and I would be able to describe to you what happens on that day, but you don't remember because you're just waking up afterwards. You don't really remember. All you know is that you grab the belt. And that's nobody knows what happens after that. Knows the moments between the grabbing the belt and what happened the next day. You know, it's just like, you just be like, it was all a blur. You know what I'm saying? And there's this moment of victory, too. He's like, aha! And then actually, you know, you getting up. That was a good nap. Damn. What was that? Wasn't I just get my ass whooped? Well, let's see what we got in here to eat. You know what I'm talking about? You don't grab that belt. I mean, we wasn't abused. I know people who, you know, there were people who were abused, and that's reality, you know, and they needed help. Some people, parents was full of shit and did them wrong, right? Projecting their own insecurities on the children, and you had mothers who hated their daughters because their daughters was more beautiful than they were. In their eyes, at least, they thought so. Right? You had mamas who didn't like the children because they looked like they dad, so like they took it out on the dad. Took it out on the child. There's all kind of shit that was abuse, right? And that shit still had to be rectified. Some people got to understand, everything wasn't just upbringing. Everything wasn't, the people deserved this shit. Some shit they didn't deserve. You know what I mean? And parents, y'all got to be able to bring yourself to have them hard conversations because y'all were children too. Some of y'all had children 16, 17, 18 years old. You were still children. 20 years old, 23, 24, 25, you're still children. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all grew up with y'all children and you didn't have it all figured out. One thing you want to be able to do is if you know you wronged that child, have that conversation and apologize to that child. Because sometimes the child will never bring it to you. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you growing older, you looking around, ain't nobody there with you. Well, they holding on to something. You got to make sure you get certain shit right. Have them hard conversations. Throw your pride to the side sometime. You know what I mean? To be able to let them see, for one, because they're going to have children one day. They can learn how to communicate. Learn that it's okay to communicate with your child. Not to say to be friend of your child, right? To the point where your child doesn't understand that you're still the authoritative figure for very specific reasons in nature, okay? But you want to make sure that you got certain things cleared. Some of y'all got to have conversations with your children. And some of y'all got to have conversations with your parents. Instead of holding the shit against them, talk to them. Say, you know, when we was younger, you did this to me. Or you said this to me. You know what I mean? Some things that parents have said to their children have affected them their whole life. Everything that they've done at that point was predicated upon a statement. You know what I'm saying? That was made by somebody that they loved and trusted. You know, you got to be real cautious. You definitely got to be cautious with your girls. You got to be real careful what you say to these girls. Your daughters, be cautious about that. Because they internalize differently. Niggas, we short that shit off. Most of us bad as hell anyway. We short that shit off. I don't give no fuck. That's not to say men don't have to. I don't want to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it. Trust me. It's a tired point. It's a tired point. We know men have mental health and all this other stuff. We understand that. It's a tired point. We understand that. But most niggas ain't stunned that shit. You know what I mean? You know, it's different. But the sisters, the women, they are affected differently. So be cautious about what you say to them and what, you know what I mean? Even when you think you might be saying something that's helping them, make sure you realize how you get what I'm trying to tell you. How you say it. It's all about how you say it sometimes. You know, like, don't blame them for their bodies developing. Don't blame them for it as if it's their fault. You know what I mean? Teach them how to protect themselves. Teach them how modesty can help them, you know, build or achieve or obtain more healthy relationships. Teach them that. But don't blame them for the shit that's happening to and with them naturally. It's the worst thing you want to do. It affects them psychologically. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. And look out for the motherfuckers that's around them. That's what you really need to do. Watch the motherfuckers around them. Watch people that be around. I don't give a fuck if it's uncles. You know what I'm saying? Your brother, whoever. Fucking your dad, your husband. Watch them niggas around your children. Especially your daughters. You know what I mean? Because sometimes things will happen. You don't know what happened. 30 years done passed. You ain't even know it went down. And women will hold things for life. But it affects them. You know what I mean? My whole purpose of saying all of this is to say take responsibility for what's happening in your communities, in your family, in your neighborhood, in your city. Show up and be present about what's happening in the world that you're in. Yeah, it's the sons too. It's most definitely the women. It's most definitely the women. That's just the reality. You watch for the boys also, of course. That's why I said the children. But it's the women. Shit. Be cautious. You know what I'm talking about? Because some shit don't be spoken on. And the reason why I'm saying is because I literally experienced and seen it where it's like that, where it's like, bro, you know, and they don't be thinking they can talk to anybody about it. They don't think they can say nothing. Because most of the time, and you be thinking it's like a cliche statement, but it's real. Most of the time, people do not believe them or don't want to believe them. One of the reasons why people don't want to believe the women when they come forth, or anybody, the victims when they come forward, one of the main reasons why is because it's too much responsibility at that point. Where you have to hold the motherfuckers accountable. You have to hold the perpetrators accountable or come to grips with the fact that you ain't finna do shit. And they fuck with your conscience because you ain't finna do shit, are you? You know what I mean? It's like, well, how we protect us then? How are we really protectors of our community and we don't do shit about it? You don't play with the innocence of children. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's what the fuck people did. Take control. Show up more. Ask your children. For those of you who got children, talk to them. Talk to them. Ask them what's going on. Ask them what they think about this person and watch them. See their responses and stuff. You know what I mean? And don't overlook the children. My homie didn't overlook me. You know, I was seen. And I knew I was seen. I knew I was heard. I knew when I had a question about something, I could get my answer. Ain't nobody gonna make me think I'm crazy because I'm saying that this didn't happen to me. You know what I mean? Nobody made me think I was crazy. You know, so just one of those things. Anybody got anything else before we get up out of here? Because we've been on here for about however many hours now. And I ain't even ate shit. What is it, 4:51? We've been on here since 11 a.m. Going on 6 hours. Yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You say your mom will beat your ass for no reason? Well, shit, if there was no reason, that was abuse. Everybody, listen, some people did experience, somebody experienced abuse, some people didn't. What do you think about correcting your status? Do it in your brain. Do it in your brain. If not, don't even bother with it. It's going to be a waste of time. You're just going to be altering how you carry out your affairs in the land. Most people don't even go the whole fucking mile anyway. So people just stop at that. They don't go into the whole acquisition. They don't go into the, getting the acres. They don't go into building the empire. They just drive and put a fucking different type of license plate on and walk around with a passport or a traveler's card. Or a traveler's card. You know what I mean? It's change your status in your brain. Correct your status in your brain. All right? Find any vices and detach from them so that you can really be living life without living or just being carried along in life by your urges or your impulses or the moments. Right? Rehab book, push-ups, meditation, Dr. York DNA music, Dr. York comedic visualization, Dr. York relaxing with the Etherians. All right? All of these you can listen to. Okay? Dr. York AMOM, AMOM meditation. Dr. York OM meditation, OM meditation. All right? And any of the teachings. Let me tell you something else that's real powerful. You don't even got to be Muslim to do this. Go listen to the True Light tapes. Go listen to the Muslim days. It's a different type of tone that he was coming through with in them days. Go listen to him. If you experience sleep paralysis and there's an evil kind of feeling that you get or a vibe or some type of, uneasy feeling, put on whatever type of uneasy feeling you get. If you ever experience it in a shadow hour or whenever, put on Dr. York meditation music. The Wind and I, there's a lot of them. There's a whole lot of them. There's a lot of relaxing with the Etherians. You know what I'm saying? You got Thought Nubian music and all of that. Put on those tones. And listen, let me tell you something from my experience. You don't have to believe me, okay? Just from my experience, they don't like his voice. These beings do not like his voice. Because since I was younger, I used to experience all kind of, they still fuck with me. From time to time, demons still fuck with me, just to fuck with me. Because their whole thing is, they think the more they fuck with you, the more they can get you to submit. And the moment that you submit, then they can incarnate or possess you and become a part of you and get you to fall further and further into the depths of darkness. People have fallen before. You understand? To parts of themselves that were not them. All right? If you experience it, put on his voice. Put on the tapes. All right. Certain things where the tones will come in, which you'll notice if you watch my movie Childish, which is available on YouTube, Faise One Childish, go type it in. All right. That's not really to promote it. That's to say in the beginning of that movie where I had the image of Nibiru, the tones that played were from the teachings. Right. I'm pulling it up for you. What the tones came from.
Good evening. We're coming to you from the Egyptian Church of Christ, Christ Incorporated. This program is for one group of people and one group only, the children of God. We no longer have to wonder or wander off the straight path. For those who want to make a difference, for those that want to know the truth to so many unanswered questions, and for those who are tired of the devil taking control over everything in their lives and the lives of their children. This program is set up for those who want to be in God's kingdom here on earth. According to the scriptures, Matthew chapter 6 verse 33, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Therefore we must take back control of our lives. We, the Egyptian Church of Karas, Christ Incorporated, are reaching out to embrace all the children of God, as it states in Psalms chapter 82, verse 6. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. Next, you will be listening to our pastor, Reverend Dr. Malachi Z. York L. in question and answer form.
Took place a long time ago. Now read it, because they're going to say that something devil. Read on, what does it say?
And the great dragon was cast out.
That
old
stop. You said it too quick. Say it again. And the great dragon was cast out. That old serpent. See it? This is the old serpent. This was not the present day serpent. This was not the presence of John's time in the year 96 when he was receiving this revelation. He was making reference there to an event that took place in olden times. Because we're talking about the fall of the devil before the earth. And that fall of the devil coming down. Now let's leave from heaven after they battled against Michael. And the devil, is his thing. The devil leaves with his what? With his angelos. The Greek word there, angelos, means messengers, or from the Hebrew it would be melech. So now, Michael is leaving and he got a host of messengers in heaven. And these messengers bring the messages of God. They are messengers who bring the messages of God to man, like Gabriel, Raphael, the trumpet blower. And they bring the books, like the Muslims say, that the angel Jibrail or Gabriel brought the Quran to Muhammad. He was a Rasul, or a messenger, more than just a malaik, an angel. He brought a message from God. I'm trying to make a point here. And when Gabriel met Daniel and Daniel, he brought him a message. And when the angel came to Joseph in a dream to tell Joseph to take the Lord Jesus Christ to Egypt to safety, he came with a message from God, a warning. You got that? So message means you go around spreading some dialogue, or some teachings, or some philosophy, or some beliefs, but you are conveying something from yourself or from someone else to others. When you deal with Revelations and they talk about that devil, most churches don't go near the next part, which is so important. You know what it says? Read it.
And there was war in heaven.
Michael
and his
angelos fought against the dragon.
And the dragon fought and his angels.
And the great...
I'm just sitting here tripped out because I literally clicked on one of the random teachings with this shit, with the tones in the beginning. And something told me to press and skip and play the teaching. And why this nigga Malachi is speaking on the same shit that I just broke down today. And this ain't the first time he done did that shit. Nigga do that shit all the fucking time. I'm just like, bro is literally coming in and breaking this shit down. You cannot make this up. I literally just like pulled up one of the teachings to get the tone. There's a million teachings that the tone come in on. And he started in immediately on the dragon and Michael, y'all. Come on now.
Dragon. You see that? The great dragon was what?
Cast out.
That old serpent called
The devil.
Called the devil. That was his name. He was called the devil the way Jacob was called Israel. That wasn't his name, the devil. Go ahead.
And Satan.
And Satan was also called Satan. Which what?
Deceiving the whole world.
The devil that deceiveth the whole world. You see? So now we're talking about his attributes as it travels from the beginning or of old time and all the different things he became named. You see what I'm saying? Right. But they're introducing something there to you. When you go back, you'll find that he has messengers. He has his own messengers. Read it again. Revelations chapter 12, verse 7.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
So the dragon, who also was that old serpent called the devil or Satan, had angels. And the word angelos in Greek means messengers. That means we have propagators on the planet. We have people that are the devil's messengers, teaching the message of the devil. You know what? And they said right in there, that deceiveth the whole world. Go to Matthew 24. And let's see if Christ warns us of who these people are and how we will know them.
And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple.
And Luke will back that up, 21 and 5. But you can go ahead.
And Jesus said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
Go ahead.
And as he
And
said,
as he sat on the Mount of Olives, go ahead.
the disciples came unto him privately.
So there's a different setting. One setting is past, he's talking to a multitude. And now he's talking to his disciples in private, like going into a lodge where secrets are kept. Where there's a certain amount of stuff that can't be said to everybody. Go ahead, what does he say?
Came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world?
And Jesus answered them and said, this is Matthew 24, verse 4. Jesus answered them, what did he say?
Take heed that no man deceive you.
See that? Take heed that what?
No man deceive
See,
you.
that devil or that messenger who was cast out of heaven deceiveth the whole world. So Jesus is telling us that the seed of Lucifer, the fallen angels who are on earth, are coming to you in the form of a man or men. And be on your guard that they don't deceive you. He knew they were here. He told them, I know the blasphemy if they will say they are Jews and are not. They are the synagogues of Satan. I'm not talking about the Jews over there. That's not them. They weren't even existing back then. That's not what I'm talking about. He was giving you a stereotype of the devil as a human being. Going back to your sons of God and sons of man and sons of the devil question. You follow? He told them, you are of your father, the devil, in the Bible. He was a liar. He made it clear that the devil comes as a man to deceive us. We're going to get a little more out of Matthew on how close and who to look for. Go ahead, read on.
For many shall come in my name.
Many shall come
In my name.
in my name.
Saying,
Saying,
I am Christ.
I am Christ. Saying he's Christ. This is the first person talking, first person single.
That's right.
He's saying, many are going to come in my and they're going to say to you that I am Christ. They're going to tell you that Jesus is Christ. But these are the messengers of the devil. But they're running churches and seminaries. And they're on the streets preaching, calling it the gospel. But Jesus is going to tell them, I never knew you. They're going to say, didn't we heal, perform wonderful works and miracles in your name? And Jesus is going to say to them, get away from me. I never knew you. They're going to come in his name. Matthew chapter 7 verse 23. And then will I profess unto them. This is Jesus talking. I never knew you. Depart from me, ye workers of iniquity. Gotta go back a verse. Workers of iniquity, of evil. These are people coming in Jesus' name and telling people, yes, Jesus is Christ. And these are the deceivers. These are the messengers. Because when you get past that question, you try to get anything else, they go directly to your pocket. And they start giving money to the power of the devil. We're going to pass this mess around again. We need some more money. We need some more money. Another plate, another offering, another tithing. It's all about money.
Right.
So they're taking you towards the bread of life. With me?
Yeah. Right.
They're taking you towards the bread of life and not the words that proceeded out of the mouth of God, which is the scripture. They're teaching you to want wealth. Or if you give us money, you'll get some more money. Or if you just pray to God, he'll make you wealthy. What profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? The love of money is the root of all evil. These are scriptures. Because these are warnings, because God knew that the devil was walking around among us as human beings, as men, like they say, deceiving us and using Christian Christ, saying that we are Christians. See, anytime anybody is this kind of Christian or that kind of Christian, something is wrong.
Right.
Something is wrong. Because Jesus wasn't this kind of Christian or that kind of Christian. He wasn't no Pentecostal or no Lutheran. He wasn't no Seventh-day Adventist or Jehovah's Witness. You see? When they start dicing them up into types and kinds, you know these are people with individual messages. They couldn't have come from Christ, because Christ had one message.
Right.
But when they have another interpretation of Christ's message, they say, well, y'all call yourself the Egyptian Church of Christ. Say, right. Because the Bible says Jesus was waxed wise in wisdom and the Spirit of God while in Egypt. That would be the only one he was in. Because that's where he was amongst other than himself, according to you. He was in Egypt where people were not Israelites at the time. And there God touched him. And there he learned and became wise. And there he got the Spirit of God. That's your Bible. That's what it says. But when you start hearing denominations, this one is right, Reverend this, and Pastor this, and Bishop this, and Deacon this, and Father this, and you know you are dealing with what Jesus warned us about in Matthew 24. You better go back and look at your preacher again and see, is he using the Word of God? I don't mean quoting the Word of God. I mean, is he using the Word of God? Is he teaching the Word of God? Is he breaking it down to you, the Word of God? The Bible uses, back in Revelations, it uses Abaddon and Apollyon to explain stuff to you. It starts talking about hell to make sure you get a very clear picture. It takes you to, you got it, Abaddon and Apollyon. Revelation chapter 9, verse 11. And they had what?
A king over them.
Which
is the angel?
A messenger of the bottomless pit. Another one with a message. Whose name in Ivrit or Hebrew tongue is Abaddon. By the way, you want to be frightened? Abaddon means destruction. Alright? Abaddon means destruction. We're in Revelations 9:11, when Babylon the Great starts to fall. Well, because spirits of evil and iniquity and men who set themselves out to be rulers and kings are putting themselves up to be, want you to live by the laws of God. But rather have you living by the laws of man. I keep touching on that subject. When they have replaced God's law with man's law because it sits well with them.
That's right.
It said right there in Matthew 24, every stone will come down. If you don't turn back to God. If you don't put the Bible back to school. If you don't change this court system and base it around the laws of the Bible. If you don't pull those corrupt politicians down and those corrupt authorities and fake sheriffs and bad judges, they don't judge with God. Because God says, judge not lest ye be judged.
That's right.
So ain't no man can do it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
The messages of God are coming, the messages of God are coming down from heaven and up from the pit. They say his name is Abaddon in Ivrit, but in the Greek tongue, what do they call him? Apollyon. Another word, apoleano, meaning destruction. The same thing. The devil has messengers. His messengers are walking the street with me and you every day, calling themselves pastors and reverends. But when they saw a group of people out there in Putnam County, and they knew they were being attacked by the devil's children, but nobody came out. They let the devil do his mischief until the power of God, your steadfastness and your faith made y'all confident.
That's right.
That's all you had was your faith. Nobody even believed that y'all believed in God.
Right.
Oh, they don't believe in God. I heard you Nawapians don't believe in God. Then whose power is toppling into? Because it ain't our power. It ain't the power of prayer, God. You hear me?
That's right.
Let me go back in. Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great. Go ahead.
It's fallen.
Go ahead.
It's fallen. It has become the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Say it again about the spirits.
And the hold of every foul spirit and
Go
the
ahead.
cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Say it again about inhabited by whom?
And the habitation of devils.
Well, they separated spirits and devils. They took the spiritual part out of the devil and said that it's inhabited by devils. What does the word inhabited mean? To be to live in. What are they talking about? The Babylon, the one we're living in now, the new Babylon. Ain't no other place in the planet as great as where we live. And the devil, spiritual devils, oh man, turn on the television. Psychic this, psychic that. Tarot cards everywhere, Ouija boards, children with Satanism and all kind of signs on their houses and what kind of these blues groups was throwing, jumping in the audiences and the hip-hop groups started to change from a form of R&B to some demonic type of cult. The devil's power is moving through the spirit and possessing people, but they're also walking and talking amongst us every day. Them and say they're Christians and then say, put a man to death because he killed a man instead of bending his mind just alone. And scheme and connive. People who want to play God with other people's lives. And they don't know that the power of the Spirit of God is moving in his church. You understand? Because the power of the Spirit of the devil, he had 6,000 years. And his children are falling apart. And Jesus is telling you that. Jesus is teaching you how to prepare yourself to be ready for them. Go back to Matthew 24 again and see what happens. And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no what?
Man.
No what?
Man.
So what is the devil?
Man.
Now I go back to Genesis chapter 3, where we have our first encounter with what they're calling the serpent or the devil. And it says here, Genesis chapter 3.
Now the serpent was more subtle
That's right. Go
than
ahead.
any beast of the field which the Lord God had
More cunning, subtle, more cunning, more sneaky, more deceptive. And she's going to say, the devil tricked me. Go ahead.
And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
But now go to 13 of Genesis chapter 3 and watch what happens with this devil. The serpent, as they call him. What?
And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat.
The serpent,
Beguiled.
he tricked her. He fooled her. He deceived her. He was talking to her. He was in the garden. Snakes don't talk. They called him a beast of the field. Like they called man a beast of the field. But snakes are called reptilians. So this was a man in the garden. A man who obviously came down from heaven. You follow that? And that man was talking to Eve. And that man had a message for Eve. But that man was a messenger. And his message was rebel against God's law. Rebel against God's commandments. And set up your own. And set up your own commandments. You ain't got to listen to God. God does know there the day you eat them, your eyes shall be open and you shall be as God. Don't try to listen to God. Come on, let's all be God. Let's no longer believe Let's no longer have faith. Let's no longer commit ourselves to a spiritual and disciplined life. Let's just let it all hang out. That's the devil's law, and that's the life you're living now. And that's what's ruling the land now, and that's why it's falling down now. Going down to 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ. And what? Shall deceive many. Look at John chapter 5, verse 43. I come in my Father's name. Go ahead. This is Jesus Christ talking. And you receiveth me not. Go ahead.
Another shall come in his own name. Him ye will receive.
See? Preach it this, preach it that, preach it this, preach it that. You know what I mean? They're all out there building themselves up. You know what I'm saying? Putting themselves up on a pedestal. He said they're going to come in my name, though. Yeah. They're going to call themselves Christians. That's going to be the biggest deceivers. We can't be deceived by no Muslims because we know better. We ain't going to be deceived by no Hebrew Israelites. Or any other number of people bouncing up and down on boxes down there in 5 Points. Or in New York or 42nd Street. They can't fool us. We can see right through that crap. But if you turn on the channel called The Word, and you see one after another come on, and everybody got a number, they'll never see them sit down together. That's right. They're all sitting in different rooms because they all got their own message, they all got their own point. They're all trying to make themselves look greater than the next minister or preacher. Ain't none of them teaching the word of God. They're teaching you about the bread, about the wealth. Right? They give us each day our daily bread. That's wages. The ghost don't come each day, the ghost is there. They give us each day our bread. Man does not live by bread alone. That's living by bread. Each day, that's some money. So there are all these churches, give us some money. Pass out the plate. Give us this. Those are messengers of the devil. You understand? The true preachers, as we call them, are out giving to people. They're not taking. They're feeding the poor. They're raising money like the Shriners do. And put on hospital for sickle cell or for children with cancer. They're out not wasting your time. They're out wasting their lives, for lack of a better word, trying to raise money to give to other people. I don't see a preacher doing that. They're taking. They ain't got a program for their kids. Let's read on here. You shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. All these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right? Yeah. All these are the beginnings of sorrow. Just the beginning of it. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. That's deep, ain't it? Yes. We are hated. The Wapians are hated. Oh, you're the Wapians. Don't work at all. I heard you was a Wapian. I heard you was a Yorkie. I heard all these things for no reason. Just because we have out in our land, God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten son. Just because that's on our land, we got to be hated. Because you're talking about people calling themselves Christians. Want some more of it? Let's go ahead. Verse number 10. Go ahead.
And then shall many be offended,
and shall
betray one another.
What does it say right there?
Betray.
They're going to start betraying one another. Go ahead. Don't they?
Yes.
Go ahead. But watch, we'll come right after that.
And many false prophets
Well,
Shall deceive many.
I'm not a false prophet. But when I tell you something's going to happen, from 1970 to the year 2001, you can bet and you can track my record. Every time I told y'all something was going to happen, it happened. Why? Because it ain't coming from me, it's coming through me. It's only the man that gets up and pretends it's coming from him that has a problem. If he's not pushing the word of God, he's pushing the word of himself. And it will fail. You follow it will come true. I don't care whether you're doing it in Arabic or English or Hebrew or you're Christian or you're Muslim, you're a Jew or you're ice cream town. If you're doing it in the right way, it's going to come true. Truth is true.
He said ice cream town.
Go ahead.
And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Because so much evil is going to be so great that love is going to disappear. I can just about walk around this room and ask everybody, have they been hurt? Yeah. And most people will say, yes. First person I love hurt me. Right? Have I've been betrayed. My husband sleeping with somebody else. You know, it comes down to one thing, lust, physics, the body, pleasure, desire. And people don't help anybody they can't have no sex with. Nobody want to help old folks. Nobody's trying to help the old folks. They're helping everybody else though. They'll send money to the YMCA. What's it? I ain't never heard them begging for money because you can believe a bunch of millionaires will see that they have money. All bunch of programs for young runaway girls. They got luxurious places set up. Ain't nobody care about the people with AIDS. Ain't nobody doing nothing with the ladies. Nobody wants to have sex with them. Ain't gonna care about no old folks. Cause they ain't gonna have no sex with them. You better be a bunch of young girls saying, can we help raise some money? Everybody run up, oh yeah, we'll give you something. That's all part of the trick. It's all part of the game. Let's read it. Go ahead.
But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
That's the only ones that are gonna make it. Those who hold on. Hold on to the rope of God and don't let go. I mean, when the trouble went, the devil and his sons on his daughters on the other side pulling, and God and his sons on this side pulling. We're tugging. The devil's pulling. As he's doing, certain people are falling into the mud. Some people fall in the mud, you go, what's the name then? Regina then fell in the mud, she didn't let go. And you get the tug her back and she come out the mud, full of mud and staggering. She didn't let go of the rope though. She was beat up a little bit. She got a little money, but she wasn't letting go of the rope. She go out in that street and she turned away from the grace of God. But then you see her come back down and say, whoa, look who's in church. Then she doing 6 months, I'm back. But others fall into that mud, like Jesus said in Corinthians, fall asleep. They ain't dead, they just fall asleep. The spell of sleep, as they call it. You know, and they can't come back out of it. Others come back out that much. I'm going home. I ain't got too much pride. I'm going home where I belong. Hey, are you with me? Yes. Go ahead, talk to me, y'all.
And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And
Hear what he said?
shall be.
Hear what he said?
Yes.
What does it say? And what? Go right after and. This one John is saying. He ain't saying all those other gospels. Yeah, he said this gospel. This is St. John the Divine. Jesus is beloved. He's the recorder of the revelation. Don't add this one. They say they'll have your name taken out of the book of life if you add to this book. This ain't talking about all the gospel. That's about this book of good news. This book got prophecies in it. Right. Them others are just the histories. Right. Go ahead.
This gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
You see that? Yeah. I can go on, but I want to jump because it's going to go into Daniel and the prophecies and all that. But let's go down and see. Let's go to 20.
Okay.
But
pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day.
See, was this here gospel coming to Christians, Muslims, or Jews? Who's keeping Shabbat?
Jews.
This is Jesus himself was a Jew. Right? But he said, I know the blacks didn't call themselves Jews, so he was trying to say there was good Jews and bad Jews.
Right.
Good Christians and bad Christians.
Right.
Good Muslims and bad Muslims. Right. Some of the children of God, some of the children of the devil. Both wearing the same attributes, both wearing the same clothes, both reading the same books, both praying the same prayers. But some of them Satan's children, and they're here to deceive.
Right.
You understand? See what he's doing there? But he said they are keeping the Shabbat. Do your church keep the Shabbat according to the Tanakh? And don't tell me Sunday is a Sabbath, because it's not. That's not what Jesus did. So why isn't your preacher making you keep the law of God? This simple law, way back in Genesis, one of the first of the commandments was the keeping of the Sabbath holy. Why are you not doing it? Why is your minister not in? Well, that's old doctrine. Who said it's old? Because you made a New Testament, you declared the Old Testament old. There's nowhere on the Torah or the Tanakh, anywhere in the Hebrew language, does it refer to it as an Old Testament. You better find out what devil did that. What devil got you calling God's word old words? All the laws are in the books of Leviticus. And some man came along and told you that's old. from devil. I don't see Old Testament anywhere on the Old Testament. I don't see New Testament anywhere on the New Testament other than where you put it. Oh, you want to ask me a question?
What you're saying reminds me of Galatians chapter 3, where it talks about chapter 3:19, where it compares the law to faith. And it's saying, okay, I'm reading Galatians 3:19. Wherefore then serveth the law. It was added because of transgressions, till the seed should come to whom the promise was made, and it was ordained by angels in the hand of a mediator. Now a mediator is not a mediator of one, but God is one. Is the law then against the promises of God? God forbid. For if there had been a law given, which could have given life, verily righteousness should have been by the law. But the scripture hath concluded all under sin, that the promise of by faith of Jesus Christ might be given to them that believe. But before faith came, we were kept under the law, shut up unto the faith, which should afterwards be might be justified by faith. But after that faith is come, we are no longer under a schoolmaster. For ye are all the children of God by faith in Christ Jesus.
And that is a nice, unique, cunning, conniving way for Paul, who never was with Christ and wasn't even a Jew by birth, to pull people away from Judaic law by making them have faith over law. When Jesus says in St. John, the law came from Moses, but grace and truth. He doesn't have faith. He has grace and truth came by way of Jesus Christ. That's in St. John chapter 1. So now that's Jesus' own words versus Paul's own words. See, Paul was that man I was talking about who put the New Testament on there. Paul was that man I was talking about. He made a new kind of testimony. Because he started knocking things down like circumcision and keeping the Shabbat. Then I wrote a book called Paul, Disciple or Deceiver. Because he was the deceiver I'm talking about in that day and time, who fabricated his own religious beliefs. He wouldn't dare go back to Jerusalem and face the disciples. Go back and read the book of Acts, his own writings. He wouldn't dare go back and face the disciples. He went on about his other way. He had to lie and tell people he met Jesus on the roadside. But nobody could verify. Everybody else was there when Jesus came to Upper Room. He wasn't there. People were there at the cross when Jesus was on Calvary. He wasn't there. They were there with Jesus when he walked. They were there when he fed the multitude. He wasn't there. But Paul is the man who came in as a messenger of the devil in the New Testament and changed all the laws. And now he's the one making it legal for people who are not even devout Christians to pass laws instead of governments. Because they're basically like eating pork. Paul said, oh, it's not what goes in the man's what comes out. That's not the law of God.
That's right.
Not one jot nor one tittle shall be removed from the law.
That's right.
So how can he change these things? And right here, it's saying in Matthew about keeping the Shabbat. It's telling you right there. Okay? Read it, watch. On Matthew 24.
But pray ye that your life be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day.
See, they're still telling you there in verse 20. In the future tense, keep the Shabbat. Make sure you don't get caught in the winter. Or the Sabbath said, why is it a winter? Because of the weather we're having. The bad weather, they knew the signs of the times back then. You understand? Read on.
For then shall be great tribulation,
There it is.
such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No.
What happened in the beginning of the world? A war in heaven.
Yes.
Two groups of messengers started to fight. The messengers of Michael. His name, Michael, or Michael means Mithael. Who would try to be like El, the Most High God? And so who else was that? The devil, who said, I want to raise my throne above the stars of heaven. So there's men walking around out here who are propagating that message. And those people are starting the war. So when you Nubians pop up, you say, man, we live by the law of God. But that's what happens. Evil greeds. Read on. Unless time speeds up, not one human body will survive. And that's why everybody keeps saying, boy, time is going by so fast. Man, it was just Sunday the other day. God, man, it's like I just got up on work. God, time is zooming by. God tells you he's going to shorten the days right in front of you. If you don't speed up time, you ain't going to make it. Because you're falling victim to the devil every day. People are falling out the church and falling out the mosques and falling out the cigars every day and leaving and going into the world and giving themselves up to Satan, to Abaddon, and Apollyon. Every day. He's trying to speed it up for us. Otherwise, we ain't going to make it. We're losing our children. We're losing our friends. They're going right out to the devil. Go ahead.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be short.
Just for the elite, the noble, the highest one, the noble one. For them, I'm going to shorten the day. That's how much God cares. Go on out there and run to the devil.
Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not.
Hey, am I telling you it's going to be Christians? Did Jesus tell us to watch out for?
Right.
Jesus is coming. Lo, there he goes. No, here he is. Year 2000 and passed already. And all the stuff they said did not come true. All of them need to fold up and start all over right with us Nubians. And realize y'all don't know what you're talking about, and the people are blind leading the blind. If I look, where's that? There's Christ. You don't know Christ. Christ talked to my heart. Why did you ask him about the year 2000? All these preachers, if Christ talked to your heart, he can tell you what's going to take place in New York and save hundreds of thousands of lives. You know why? Because you're lying. And he warned us in Matthew 24 in the beginning. Right back here, read it again. Read that part again.
And if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not.
Go ahead. For there shall
arise false Christ.
So there's also going to be false Christ. Not a false Christ. Not a anti-Christ rev. False Christ. We had a whole lot of them. We had Daddy Divine, Sweet Daddy Grace, Master Paul, Muhammad, Yahweh Ben, we had a whole bunch of them. That's just in our race. God knows amongst the devil's children how many there are. Because they got the money to be on television all day. Jimmy Swagger, Jim Baker, I can keep on going. There's going to be a lot of them putting themselves up as anointed. See, the game is when you say as Christ, you wait for them to say, no, I am Jesus Christ. That's not it. They're saying they're anointed of God to be ministers of Christ and teach his word and teach about Christ. That's what it means by they shall be many false Christ. Look in the Bible, you know, you get anointed. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll read it with that word in it, somebody.
Okay. So there shall arise false anointed.
See, false anointed ones. People saying they've been anointed. They've been called to God. They're going to heal. God speaks to their hearts. Just keep sending your money in.
Right.
The money's coming toward them and not going from them towards the world. They also tell you send it in. Here's our free offerings, our tithes. Then they realize that eventually you're going to wake up and they say, here, buy a couple of these here. Buy my latest this. And you'll get this. But none of them are books of doctrine. They're always books of prayer. No teaching, so you can become aware of them and their deception. They got a whole bunch of books, the wrong thing. Go ahead, where we at, y'all?
False prophets.
What are false prophets? All those preachers out there that were telling you the year 2000 when Jesus was coming. Herbert W. Armstrong. He was saying, I'm telling you, all I know about the year 2000, Christ will be back. I heard Jack Van imply it many times. And he said, how television, I believe he just rattles on with it. But you know Jesus' name. He's a false prophet. I'll tell you what's going to happen around the year 2000. This is going to happen, and that's going to happen, and this is going to happen. There's going to be earthquakes over here. That's going to happen. There's going to be lines up in the stars. Because that nigga crazy. That's because I'm not speaking. God is speaking. And that's why they make the mistake of saying he says he's God. Because they hear me say that God's words come through me. That I'm a vessel of God's words. Or he must say he's God. Why? Because you can't say it? Let's read on. These false prophets in Christ are going to fool you. Signs and wonders. They're going to be touching and laying on the hands and healing people and making all. It tells you to watch out for them. Go ahead, read it. Great signs and wonders. That if what?
They shall deceive the very elect.
But for the elite's sake, it said earlier. So God has a special interest in y'all, the elite. If all that was possible, they would trick me and you too.
Right.
But you know what? You met a man one day. He had a lot of things to say. Talk about that man. He said, one minute they Native Americans, next minute they seem to be Muslims, next minute they seem to be Hebrews, next minute they Cowboys, then they're Freemasons, and then I don't know anything. You know why you don't know? Because you don't know what going to school means, fools. Going to school means you take many courses. And if you're going to the school of God, you're going to take many courses in religion. And if you want to really understand religion, you're going to live it. You ain't going to be able to pick up no manual written by one person and get an understanding of any religion. You're going to have to live it, walk it, talk it, breathe it, eat it, sleep it. So everybody you see this in the Wapians, what makes them so elite is because you can't hold a conversation with them. They'll take you apart. Your reverends are scared of the average congregation member, let alone going up against the head man. They're afraid to approach a brother on the street. They know any one New Wapian is prepared to deal with them.
Exactly.
You ain't never won a conversation over in New Wapian unless you just he didn't open no book, read the Quran, the Torah, or the New Testament. He didn't win no conversation. Why? The Wapians are prepared for that crap. They are the elite. God has prepared us to deal with y'all. They have educated us, filled us with His grace. Our cup runneth over. We're dying to talk to you. Your minister's running away from us. Y'all don't want to talk to us. Come on, put together a circle. Let's sit around and debate. And find out, y'all, when you talk from Athens over there from a pulpit, talk a whole bunch of stuff. Malachi, but you ain't going to walk up to Malachi and sit down and talk to him. You might try to do it in private. I had many who tell me, I'd like to meet you in private. No, you're going to meet me in public. So your congregation can see you don't know what you're talking about. I know who y'all are. Y'all are the messengers of the devil. Y'all that fallen angels messenger. You walking around black as night, big old lips and big nose, and you think that makes you not the devil. You the devil. You one of his kids. And you know in your heart when you go to church on Sunday that you are not teaching anything, you're trying to make some money. That's all you care about. You know it. The congregation are being deceived because it said it. Yeah. But not us Moroccans. That's right. You can't fool us because we are God's elite. That's right. And we are set aside. Come on and join in with those who know. That's right. Let's read some more. We'll take you to the Bible in Greek, Hebrew, and English. Anywhere you want to go. You ain't got but one leg. You got one leg, and that's King James translation. That's all you got. Don't try to dance with me. That's right. I want to say to people, let's dance. I know I got more than one leg to dance on, fool. Let's keep it moving. Where we going now? 25, go.
Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in Jerusalem, go not forth.
Don't be thinking Jesus is going to be over there in Jerusalem like the moral majority. Because he's always preaching. We always help the Jews go to Jesus, but that's not what the Bible says. If you go take your butt out of Georgia on over there to Jerusalem in the middle of the desert, you might get killed by a bunch of invaders and heathens that don't belong there. That's not their land. You go into Jerusalem, you'll see the real dark-skinned, woolly-haired people of Nebula. You see the real Nazarites and Negroes. And then you look around try to figure out what you got. One group of people who came out of Spain called Sephardim, and another group of people who came out of Russia called Khazars, and they called them Ashkenazim. And they came and took the names and smashed the original black Hebrews and set the thing up as a whole thing. Parties all over television, music, prostitution, everything, and that's why all hell breaks out down there. That's the wrong people. Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
In the secret chambers.
They tell you, said, I ain't told you before. If you say he's in some secret chamber, now he done left. Jesus is not out in the desert and just waiting for you. He's not down underground in some secret hidden place waiting to go poof the magic dragon and pop out. Go ahead, he's not there. Go ahead.
Believe it not.
Don't believe that crap. Go ahead.
For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
The Greek word they're using is astrophe, which means lightning. I know why I say that when I'm stopping. Because people are under the illusion that lightning is coming down. And a little research will show you, just go study it, don't believe me, that when you see lightning, it's going back up.
That's right.
It's going back up.
That's right.
But to your eye, it looks like it's coming down. Now just go study and find out that's the truth. So now this is the word of God, and God's word can't be shaken. Now read it with that in mind. That the lightning cometh from the ground up eastward. Go ahead, go ahead. So the lightning shines up, born in the east from earth. Shining up makes connection with God. Where was Jesus born? On earth. And when he was baptized in Jordan, he said what? He met up with God. His soul moved upward. You see that? And met up with God.
Out of the east, and shining even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Told us how, what to look for, but you ain't been see. You looking for, you expecting Jesus to come out, some of us looking up in the sky like this. Right. See the trick? They got everybody doing it, oh Lord Jesus. Looking up, looking up, looking up. Everybody doing this, oh Lord. And Jesus is going to be born right here like he was before. The only ones that got to be looking up are the wise men to know how to follow the star to where it's going to take place. And he told us that too. But he told us that in the same book that he told us to watch out for the devil in the same chapter, Revelation chapter 12. He told us how the new Jesus is going to come. Not the old Jesus, we got that story full. For the new Jesus and how he's going to come and where he's going to be born and who's going to be there and why the devil's going to be there to try to, that old serpent called the dragon will be there to try to devour him and do away. All that's there. But Christians are reading it wrong. Some woman is going to give birth to Jesus. He ain't going to be coming out of no clouds like you think. It speaks of him riding on the clouds as a spiritual thing with his horsemen, like the angel riding forth as prophetic Jesus. But in Revelation 12, they're speaking about the birth of Jesus. You understand? And they tell you some woman is going to be standing in what? Revelation chapter 12. Standing in the moon.
Under her feet.
You know what that is? If you looked at a crescent moon upright and then went to Egypt, you would see what they call a menjet. A boat-like structure. And if you want to see a woman standing in a boat, if you study Egyptology, you find that Isis was standing in a boat and she was looking for the body of Osiris. And she was pregnant with a child. And that child was Horus. And the dragon, who was symbolic then as Set or Satut, was waiting for Horus to be born so that he could kill him. That's the Egyptian story. That's an old Egyptian story which is recorded. Nothing Dr. Malachi York is making up. It's just that you can't see it because you've been tricked. That's the same story. You put that woman Isis inside that menjet boat, go to any library and start pulling up Egyptian books and look at the menjet, you see it's a crescent. And you see her standing there as she's seeking for her husband, who had been cut up into 14 pieces, and that's the 14 generations they speak of in Christ in the Bible here. 14 generations. It's right in there. And you know, then someone took it from ancient Egypt and moved it into the Bible. And you were supposed to be able to unravel the mysteries of the Bible. But you had to wait for someone who came along who can read it. Because it's not for everybody. That's how you know. Read on. Go ahead. We're coming in the end of it, y'all. 12 tribes of Israel. Or in some Islamic faith, the 12 tribes of Ishmael. They're giving you a birth. How Christ is going to be born the second time. It's not in Matthew, Mark, and Luke. It's in the book of Apocrypha, the book of prophecy. The truth must be revealed there. Not in books of the past. You're going to find out how Christ is going to be born. You got to go to the book of Revelation because it was recorded after he was born. And it's going to tell us. Anybody read? Go ahead.
And she being with child.
Who? This woman is standing in a crescent moon with 12 crowns, symbolizing 12 tribes of Israel, on her head. And she what? Travail, go ahead. To give birth. She's having pains to deliver. She's going into labor. Go ahead. A wonder. See? It's not just an incident. It's not any woman. This is a wonder. This is a wonderful thing happening. I went to church. I ain't really ruled by men. But head, y'all. If I'm yourself, that's the way.
Illuminati with my body. Ain't worried about it. I'm talking about boy shit. If Drake run up on me, I'm gon' pat his ass then. If Drake run up on me, I'm gon' slap his ass twin. If Drake run up on me, I'm gon' slap his ass again. I'ma hit the cabbage patch, I win, yeah. Illuminati on my body, I got plenty choppers. Don't get a chance to do me like they did my nigga Jackson. Illuminati on my body, I got plenty shots. Don't get a chance to do me like they did my nigga Jackson. I'm really Michael them, bitch, I'm really Michael them, I'm God. Let her know I'm nine guy. Shoot a coach, vulture out the sky. Watch him die down. I don't even got no sense. I'm breathing danger. Thought I told you. You gon' send them shooter this time. Send the whole truth. Heard these niggas claiming my ties. We don't know you. Me against the world. Don't give a fuck. Bitch, I'm Goku. I step in there with no shoe, no rule. Let have a time. Pop the rock on having mine. Run who bout mastermind. Dre run up, I pat him down. Dre run up on me, I'm gon' pat his ass then. Dre run up on me, I'm gon' slap his ass twin. Run up on me, I'm gon' slap his ass again. I'ma hit the cabbage patch, I win, yeah. Illuminati on my body, I got plenty choppers. Don't get a chance to do me like they did my nigga Johnson. Illuminati on my body, I got plenty shots. Don't get a chance to do me like they did my nigga Johnson. A win's a win, dead slave masters in my pocket slick. A win's a win, dreadhead niggas in your lobby slick. A win's a win, time I shake your dread, shake your lot, you meant say it right. Bitch, I'm really Michael them. You know niggas dread might leave a nigga right there stuck like he headlights. Yeah. I square up and hit that left, right. It's OV, hope for OVO. I said what I said. Run up on me, I'm gon' pat his ass then. If Drake run up on me, I'm gon' slap his ass twin. If Drake run up on me, I'm gon' slap his ass again. I'ma hit the cabbage patch.